Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at a team around Pidgeot, and this team was really good. I went, I think, 12-3 with this team in the beginning. So, such a good team. I think I could have won a few more. I had a bit of lag as well sometimes, but in general this team was so solid. Pidgeot is really good right now. Like, I didn't expect it to be that good, but a lot of people play like teams that don't really have an answer for that. Or if the answer is in the back, most of the time it's something like a G-Fisk. And you see my backline. My backline doesn't care about G-Fisk. So, yeah, this team worked really well for me. Here we have another fight against us. We have an S-Cap. And the cool thing, oh, look at this. My opponent thinks we're gonna bait him. And goodbye there. We're gonna catch a move here. Night Slash, goodbye there. It really like such a good spot there. Yeah, the cool thing about this team in general is it's so safe, and like there was nothing where I thought, okay, I couldn't really win against this team. We have the there was one team where I couldn't really win, but okay, that's something that always happens. We have the Pidgeot as a save swap here. I would recommend you to run Blizzard, to be honest. I had Earthquake on that thing before. Earthquake is a move that you have to Elite Taim on, but I think Blizzard is just better. Like, I went away, like I basically wasted the Elite Taim for that thing now. And yeah, I definitely did not regret using Blizzard here, because I Blizzard like 2 grass types I think already. And in general, like, there was no real need for me to use Earthquake other than like a few mirror matchups. It's actually like nearly the only matchup where you need Earthquake is like mirrors. If you have like Pidgeot against Pidgeot, or against in general a water type like the Jellicent, then you need it. But other than that, like, Blizzard is so cool. Here again, we have Mandibuzz against us. We have Blizzard. My opponent definitely not going to shield this. It does like 60%. You cannot do that with like Weather Ball there, where the ball would have done maybe 40 or 30% together with the same energy. So yeah, you kind of see already, Blizzard is such a good move if you use a Save Swap. I think in the back, Earthquake might be better, or in the lead. But if you use a Save Swap, I think Blizzard is a must-have, because Blizzard basically counters the hardest counter, which you usually have. Also, like something like, yeah, here there's nothing we really could have done there. We see both have like both shields still left, but a Charmer against our Machamp, you know, it's not gonna happen there. Yeah, I actually tried to catch a move, and my opponent goes into Venusaur, but we have a rank 1 Pidgeot there. And we're definitely gonna survive this, and we can go for a Blizzard, which actually kind of hurts us more because it just barely does not KO there, which is kind of sad, but it's okay. We can go for the debuff here against this Ninetales, and it does not look good either here right now. I think I have to let it go. I have to go into my Machamp. My opponent goes into the Umbreon again. I'm gonna shield here once. It's a foul play. Cool bait. And yeah, right now it doesn't look too good for us right now, actually. But we can farm down here. Do I shield again? No, I don't shield. It's the last result. We can survive that at least. We can go for another cross chop there. I think if we get both shields, we're fine. I think I wouldn't shield here anymore now. But my opponent just lets us go, and I'm gonna shield here anyway. Like, I don't know why my opponent just thought letting a cross chop go was the coolest play he could have done there. I don't know. It was stylish, but like, I don't think it was like necessary there, and didn't really help him at all. We have another fighter in the lead, which is really good. We have Drapion in the back. Oh, I think that was the opponent that actually played my Great League team in Ultra League. Like, shout out to this opponent. Like, if you watch this video, well, you're welcome. Hello. It's actually, I think he has Shadow Skunking in the back, and that's then my Great League team, which I had. That's hilarious, though. That's actually cool. But yeah, my opponent goes for a Dynamic Punch here. I can farm down now. I actually shield here because I don't know what he had in the back yet, but it was actually a Shadow Skunking. That's basically the Great League team I built early on in this season, and he uses it in Ultra League here. I don't know if my opponent actually is like copying me or anything like this. This team was something that other people also kind of came up with, I think, like a few days later, without watching my videos. Like, I don't blame anybody using my teams without mentioning that. Like, this is totally fine. I don't have like any right to say, oh, this is my team. But it's a team comp that I made, I can say, at least. If it's someone else's also, it's also fine. It doesn't really matter. I don't really understand this whole discussion. Oh no, he stole my team. Let's like cancel him or anything like this. I just don't understand if you delete comments if they say that's a team that someone else also played. That's something I don't understand. But hey, my opponent goes for the extra quick move in there, and we're just gonna go for the Brave and KO him. My opponent now mirrors me with the Pidgeot. I sadly don't have Earthquake here, so it kind of matters that we don't have Earthquake. But we're still fine, because we can take this and we have the Machamp in the back. And Machamp in the back is all we really want here anyway. I don't want to let my Pidgeot die here. So I'm just gonna go for my Weather Ball. Weather Ball is I think my best play here. Just gonna go straight for that. I sadly, he knows I already have Blizzard, so he doesn't shield. And we can just here, of course Pidgeot doesn't do anything in the G-Fisk, so we just want to basically get some health gone here. I make a crucial mistake in going for an extra quick move in here. I should have swapped out immediately already before there, because this quick move allows my opponent to go for some Rock Slides right now. And in the 2-sheet scenario that's not as good for me, because he can go for double Rock Slide and still gets to an Earthquake against Machamp, because he got this extra quick move in there, I think. Which is not cool, because otherwise he could have farmed him down. But now it comes all down to Pidgeot being able to win this game for her 1 HP in a dream. But here we can go for a Feather Dance, and here we can just farm down because Mudshot does nothing against us, so a good game there. But yeah, how is it going for you right now in the Ultra League? You actually have a hard count. I think that's also a game where we lose. But yeah, how is it going for you in Ultra League right now? I hope you're having fun if you already played some matches here. And yeah, this game I think I lose because, I mean, I most likely would have lost this anyway because it's a hard counter team. But you're gonna see now, I don't get any quick moves in on charge moves against him. Here I didn't get anything in, doesn't do anything there. And here again not. So if I just got one extra quick move in there, I would have been able to farm down before and I would have been able to maybe even throw 3 cross chops against the Magnezone. But hey, why would you give me the free move that is supposed to do? That's actually something that a lot of people don't know. The mechanic how it actually should work is that always if you have like 4-turn move against 4-turn move and you throw like your charge move, then the opponent should always get the quick move in. That's how it's supposed to work, because if you throw a charge move actually counts as 1 turn. That's how it was always, basically, before we had this big exploit bug which changed the whole server settings they had to do, which basically screwed up PvP as a total. But yeah, like this is like how it's supposed to be. Like a lot of people don't know, but actually sneaking in this fast moves is the actual game mechanic. They deny is the bug that people abuse, which is very inconsistent, and I don't know how people always do that. For me, it nearly never works. Maybe in like 20% of the cases. For some people, especially for those who are high up in the leaderboards, it works like 90% of the cases, which is like, yeah, kind of annoying. But it's the game we play, sadly. Like, I wish we had a game that was a bit more, I don't know, stable, or like in general functional. I don't know. Here we have Mandibles against us, which is a decent matchup as long as he stays in when we go for the Feather Dance. I'm like always a bit scared that my opponent just goes for the next move here and just dips or something, but he stays in, which is good. And yeah, he actually shielded our Feather Dance there, which I did not understand at this point, because like even a Brave Bird wouldn't have KO'd him. And here we could just go to 100 energy, go for a Brave Bird. Now he lets it go. Now he lets this thing die. I don't know what he's doing. And I make a crucial mistake here by going into Pidgeot. Like my Machamp in the back can't do anything against this Mewtwo. Like there's nothing I can do there. So basically doing this move I do here gets me in a really bad position, because I don't really have my counters aligned anymore. But he stays in luckily, which is really good for us. And he just gonna like leave it be like this. And I can go for a charge move. He actually go for the wrong charge move. I should have went for Brave Bird here, because there's no way he would have shielded. He doesn't shield. We swap immediately into my Machamp. He swaps into the SCAF, and this is a good game, as Machamp gonna outspeed the SCAF anyway, and we can KO him with a cross chop here. So a good game to my opponent. Next up, we have Pidgeot against Politoed. I think this was the matchup we have to learn or something, because Politoed gets to a Blizzard before I get even to a single quick like charge move there. Like what the hell? Blizzard is like 80 energy or something. I think 75 actually. Is it? I think it's 75. But yeah, he gets to that before I get to my Feather Dance, which is like 50 energy. He's just like generating energy way faster than me, which I didn't know before. Like I don't know the matchups really before, but now we know. A Politoed gets to Blizzard before I get to a Feather Dance. So yeah, maybe shoot the first move of a Politoed, then go for Feather Dance or something, and you survive the Blizzard a bit more easily there. But yeah, this game was really rough for me. My opponent hasn't swapped out yet. I'm super low. I see Peter here on the wrong move, basically. I have to like no bubble this now and try to farm him down, which works out for me, but still, I'm in such a bad spot there. My opponent goes into Chiefus, which is interesting. And I'm gonna swap out immediately into my Machamp. He goes into Typhlosion, and we're still gonna win this game now. Both Pokemon in the back are really weak to my Machamp now for him. We're gonna spam both of them. We can go for the cross chop. We still have a shield for the Stunfisk, and we can go for a cross chop, and we just would win this game by this, but my opponent just decided to surrender the game before. And now we have Pidgeot here, but now we know, we learned. We learned it can have Blizzard, and it had Blizzard here. But what we didn't learn here is, yeah, my opponent can get to another move and Blizzard would still hurt, especially from a shield version. So I'm just gonna double shield. So I'm 2 shields down, but at least I'm a 1 up, which is okay. And my opponent goes into a mug. And I can go for Feather Dance, and I can go for Brave Bird. And I already got a shield from him, which is really good. And now we are even shields again, which is cool. I know that he's double debuff, so he doesn't really want to stay in against the Machamp, and he goes into his own Primate now. And this is really good for us because, as you like, yeah, we can just align our Pokemon perfectly. He has to throw his charge moves against this Pidgeot, and we can just go for 1 Blizzard now again with our Polytone. We should be able to KO this thing with a 1 Blizzard. You can go for 1 Thunder Punch. I don't think even 2 would KO us, it wouldn't. Normal Bug is actually a really cool Pokemon now after the Poison Jab buff. Maybe I should also try that out. Here we play against No Tactical. Someone who also uses Pidgeot, but he actually, like you see, we're totally out of sync. He got like 3 extra turns in the beginning, which was really annoying. So he gets to the move before me, but I'm not gonna bait like him, and he just gonna be, yeah, he suffers a bit there because I went for the Brave Bird and win the lead with that. And I'm just gonna go into my Machamp now. I have 2 good answers. Machamp has a bit more potential there, this thing, because I think my Pidgeot has a bit better match up with the shield situation right now against the Stunfisk, as a Machamp would just die from 1 Earthquake while a Pidgeot can take 2. And here we perfectly CMP tie. I win CMP, which was lucky for me. I felt like my Pidgeot most likely would get farmed down, so I'm going to go into the Pidgeot. I know that I almost outspeed him there. And we're going to be able to go for another Weather Ball. And he goes for an Earthquake. He always gets like extra quick moves in, which is, I mean, it's how it's supposed to be, but yeah. I'm not going to talk about that. But here we're going to go into the Pidgeot. Why did I do that? Because I was only 1 quick move away from the Weather Ball on my Pidgeot. I would survive a Rock Slide, and I get to the Weather Ball before he gets to an Earthquake. So good game there to my opponent. Next up, we're going to have, I think that was the hardest counter we had. I mean, Pidgeot lead is okay, fine, but you see the CP of my opponent. I think that's a Shundo, best buddied. And he goes for the Feather Dance, and I think he's going to shield my move as well, which is really annoying for me. We have to go into Pidgeot. Deoxys defense is a problem for this team. Deoxys defense is a really big problem for this team. In general, Deoxys defense is, in my opinion, the best Pokemon in Ultra League, especially in the Remix Cup. Yeah. I actually didn't really showcase it in the other video though, because like for me, I think not a lot of people have that thing. I don't think a lot of people paid $80 just to get Deoxys defense. I don't think so. So at least I hope so. It's the only one I saw today. We can still deal with it, but he has a Toxicroak in the back. This is the only game where I already had to surrender. And next up we have Goodra. Oh, I remember this game. This game was insane. I predicted this is not a Draco yet, so yeah, it wasn't. Here, I make a big mistake, you know. I go for this quick move, the Feather Dancer, which is fine, which is also how it's supposed to be. Like, it's totally okay. I can tank everything here easily. I can easily win this matchup. But what I kind of want to do, because I already know what he has in the lead, I know that I kind of want a Blizzard for the Goodra, I'm going to try to, like, farm up, like, 100 energy and then throw. But what I actually didn't know is that I lose CMP against this thing. I thought I would win CMP against him, and I went for the CMP tie and lose that because of that, and this is super bad for me. My opponent goes into Typhlosion. I farm up perfectly fine here. I tried to swap out at this point to save some health, but my opponent locked his move already in there. I think I should have been able to swap out in time, but yeah. I'm not going to question anything. He lets us go, and Goodra has so much health still. He would KO me here. I have to swap out. I have to hope that I can get to a move, and I can get to a move with exactly 1 HP in a dream. And yeah, good game to my opponent. I think we're gonna go into the last battle now. Jillison against us, and we play this horrible. I thought, okay, yeah, maybe he has Ice Beam, so I'm gonna shield the first one. It's Bubble Beam. Now I already know, okay, I completely can farm down here. I don't know why I went for Feather Dance straight away, because my opponent was able to swap out now. If I went for one quick move there, I could have been able to get to my own Feather Dance again, would have locked this thing into double debuff, and would have been able to win this game, most likely. But, like, very easy at least. But I didn't do that because I'm an idiot. So yeah, I completely misplayed that hard. I was like so frustrated at myself. And here I'm gonna shield, and it's a Bubble Beam. Very nice. But yeah, I need a random question again, don't I? I always really enjoy, by the way, those random questions I see like in the comments where people completely say some stupid stuff and things like this. Today, I want to know, what is your favorite Pokemon typing? Like in general, it can be double typed, it can be normal type. Which gym leader would you be? Would you be like a ground and rock type gym leader if you could be? I think for me, my favorite typing is dark typing, to be honest. But fire is also cool. But yeah, we're still gonna win this game actually. I have no idea how, but we're gonna win this. Thanks all for watching, and I hope I see you in the next video.